Welcome back, everyone. Toyshiz here, and I am back yet again to give you guys another news update. Star Wars Celebration has concluded, and now we're back to the other toys around the universe, right? With NECA's convention exclusives for 2022, San Diego Comic-Con exclusives to be precise. Yeah, they went over everything last week, and we're going to talk about them today. There's a lot of great stuff. There's one in particular where I'm like, you know it, I'm definitely grabbing that one. But what's actually really nice, and what I've kind of heard in the feedback I've seen so far, is that they're in the purest sense, it's a convention exclusive. Much like Star Wars Celebration, Hasbro had their Mandalorian figure with the Jon Favreau head. That's a convention exclusive. That is a figure that isn't detrimental to not being in your collection, right? Things have changed. I've said it a dozen times already. I'm more focusing on collections that I really enjoy, really beefing them up, making them look good as well, right? And displayability. But these, again, are, if you're a fan of like Turtles or let's say the Thing or Gremlins or everything, they're going to be awesome additions. Don't get me wrong. But these are definitely exclusives where you can go, you know what? Hey, you know, if I can't get them, I'm not going to stress, because they're their own little unique thing, which is totally cool in and of itself. But I will tell you this, all pre-orders for the online, the NECAstore.com, will start on June 3rd, of course, just a couple days from now, from when this video is initially posted. So there will be a limited stock of the convention exclusives on the NECA store, and you can pre-order and do all that kind of stuff. Otherwise, yeah, you can go to San Diego Comic-Con. You can get them there. And remember that? Remember when we just go to conventions and get Comic-Con exclusives? Those were the days. But enough about all that. Let's get started. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice hot cup of coffee. This is a look at all of NECA Toys' San Diego Comic-Con exclusives for 2022. Now, to kick it off, we're going to be talking about The Thing. And recently, we've gotten two McCready figures. They've teased more The Thing 40th anniversary figures. But this one is very cool. I have to give it to them all day. And again, this is not one of those where you're like, oh man, do I have to get this for my collection? I mean, if you're a big The Thing fan, then yeah, you definitely do it. But this is the poster art brought to life in action figure form. And hot dang, does it look good, right? I mean, you got interswappable bursts of light between that and a light up hoodie, right? That's pretty cool. It's just eerie and creepy, but it looks so dang good. Like, it's just one of those where you're like, wow, if I had a Thing setup, right? A really nice horror shelf, that would be front and center, right? Little spatters of the snow all over the boots. It's got a really nice lenticular box right there. The Thing. Very, very cool. I got to give it to them, all that. So, of course, like I said, yeah, it's the poster art brought to life. The character is going to be 7 inches tall, features the LED light in the head, interchangeable, removable faceplates, all that jazz. So just be on the lookout. Coming soon, right? Like I said, June 3rd. This guy will set you back $50. So it's the Thing 40th anniversary poster figure, $50 on the NECAstore.com. June 3rd. Looks pretty cool. Let's continue on. Moving from Things to Gremlins, Gremlins 2, the new batch to be exact. We had the previously released Greta Gremlin. Well, now we got Greta in her wedding dress attire. Here comes the bride, right? And lipstick and green color and everything else. She looks good. It's one of those, like, you know, in collecting the Gremlins, and like I said, in kind of starting to put these out during Christmas time as like my Christmas decorations, you know what I mean? I wouldn't mind having this one. This would be kind of fun. I do like the prior released Greta Gremlin, don't get me wrong, right? But I just think that this is pretty hilarious. So you have, it's approximately around 6 inches tall. You got the cloth goods. You got extra hands. You got the cool box. Everything that you would need for a Greta Gremlin. And she is going to set you back $50 on the next store. Or if you want to pick her up at the Comic-Con, $50. Not too shabby for a convention exclusive. So yeah, definitely grab her. But yeah, just love what they're doing with the Gremlins stuff. It's so wacky. But man, oh man, does NECA always come through with that sculpt and looks, right? Now, this one I think took everyone by surprise, including me. Now, we've known they're going to be doing some larger 7-inch Dungeons & Dragons figures, but then they decided to go old school, right? Really old school, like complete your old collections old school. So this is the Dungeons and Dragons 4-inch scale, the Lost Wave 4-pack. And basically, it's bringing back those 4-inch figures that from original prototypes. So designed from the original prototypes to match the original figures from your collection way back when. So that's actually pretty darn cool. See, that's the kind of detail, that's the fun that I like when NECA does, is that they really go all in for that type of stuff. And yeah, they look pretty darn cool. I didn't collect Dungeons and Dragons, so this is one of those, in all honesty, where it's not for me, but I know a lot of people were just mind blown. They're like, oh my God, finally, right? So it does mean a lot to a lot of people. But the first character up is, of course, the Dungeons and Dragons, the good Battle Master, right? This is Valkyr. He's the good warrior. He's got his sword. He's got his axe, and he has his shield. So again, painted really nicely done. The 4-inch thing, going back and getting some of my old Power of the Force figures I miss, I mean, the 3 3/4, 4-inch stuff, it's really like just touching all bases right now. I'm really into it, not gonna lie. Next one up on the evil side, of course, is Pulveri. He's the Orc High Chief. I actually like the way this guy's designed. I really like his spider shield. It just reminds me of something like Toy Biz would have done, including the spider axe. You know what I mean? So that's really cool to see. The guy must love his spiders. He's got spiders everywhere, and he's got one wicked eye. So definitely very cool. And then continuing on with the evil, we have Kellic, the evil sorcerer. And he looks pretty cool. He looks like he's got some cloth goods robes going on. He's got his little, whatever it is, magic wand. They're all green, all clad. See, that's the other fun thing. Very simple but effective. You pull off his cloth goods. He's got little lizards all over. It's weird, but it's definitely cool. I definitely dig that. And then continuing on, and the final figure for the evil side is Scylla or whatever you want to call her. She's the evil wizard as well. She's got some cool skull headdress going on. She just looks insane. She's got a raven or a crow with her. Comes with a couple weapons as well, or staff. So these figures are loaded up. They look to be painted to the nines. Really nice recreation of the card art. You'll notice in the corner it says NECA, but it's the old LJN design, right? That's pretty cool. I love when they do that, with the turtles and the FHE and all that kind of stuff. So very cool. Nonetheless, how much this one's going to set you back, you say? Well, this one's going to be $100, right? So about $25 per figure, 4-pack. Pick it up at the Comic-Con, or you can pre-order it June 3rd on the NECA store, which finally brings us to, you got to have Ninja Turtles, right? They're not doing movie Turtles as far as convention exclusive this year, but we are doing the cartoon Turtles, and yeah, if you follow my channel, I've been having withdrawals. Like, I need the NECA cartoon stuff. I haven't found Token Razar. That hasn't hit yet. That got released a little bit early with that whole haulathon business, but yeah, this one is pretty solid. I'm actually really stoked on this because, again, we've never had actual cartoon just so spot on, right, to the cartoon. These figures that look like all these characters that are so integral to the old Ninja Turtle cartoon. So this box set is for figures premonition of a pre-mutation. So you get the motif here. Everyone is pre-mutated before being turned into their animal counterparts, starting it off with Bebop and Rocksteady. These guys look fantastic. Awesome. Stoked. Bebop, he's got that. He's got the mohawk with the... These things are just... They look like they walked right out of the 80s, too. That's such an 80s love letter nod to everything old school about New York and such. When you go back and watch that cartoon. The fashion, the streets, just the idea of New York. You know what I mean? It's just very cool. And then you have Baxter Stockman, which... That little guy. There is apparently he has a twin brother, right? So there's two Baxters, so unless maybe they'll do that as like a different figure later on. But yeah, there's basically two of these guys in a way. But this is the Baxter we all know and love. This is the one that turns into the Fly, and he comes with a little canister with the shrunken turtles. That's pretty cool. And then, of course, you have Hamato Yoshi Splinter. And I always like that design for the cartoon. I think NECA has really translated it well here. So, very cool. He's got the purples costume attire that you would expect Hamato Yoshi to wear. And then, of course, the box opens up. Just like, let's say, the Turtles in Disguise box set, you know what I mean? Really nicely laid out, little hints and nods to upcoming figures. Baxter's got a Mouser robot. A lot of weapons, a lot of accessories. It seems like these guys come with a net for the Turtles for Baxter Stockman, and kind of sort of in various promo images, you see that, you know, maybe once again, NECA's teasing other stuff, maybe a playset, maybe a sewer playset. So maybe we'll see something like that at Comic-Con. Wouldn't mind catching more of that to have a really nice displayability option for all these cartoon turtles. But, you know, even Hamato Yoshi, he's got the little fishbowl with all the turtles in there pre-breaking, right? That's pretty cool. And just in general, Bebop and Rocksteady looks great. It's so great, right? You know I gotta talk about this. It would be so nice to get Scrag, right, from Loot Crate. And just to kind of mention that for a split second, you talk to Loot Crate about that kind of stuff. I've been posting here and there. I want my figures, Loot Crate. It's been too long. We need to figure out something here. I'm not going to go to NECA. NECA doesn't have anything to do with this, so we need to be clear cut with that. Yes, they do the figures and all that kind of stuff, but everything was handled through Loot Crate itself. We paid Loot Crate. Loot Crate is the one that holds the money and everything else. We need our figures. We need an update, Loot Crate. Come on. I want my Scrag figure. I want my human Scrag figure to go with my human Bebop and Rocksteady come San Diego Comic-Con. Just saying. So, this 4-pack, how much is this going to set you back, you ask, right? Well, this one, with the cartoon turtles, it might sting a little bit, right? But again, it's just one of my favorite lines to collect right now. $150 for the premonition of a premutation 4-pack. So very cool. You get to see everything they come with. Dozens of hands and accessories and the old-fashioned boombox and the spray paint. Like I said, just overly 80s. It's fantastic. So that's going to wrap it up for my look at all of the NECA Toys' San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. Which ones are you grabbing? Any? All? Comment below. Let me know. Let's talk everything San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember, yeah, we need Armagon too. That's the one from the Loot Crate box set where I'm like, oh my god, I've been waiting so long, and now this happens. Come on, Loot Crate. We need our figures, and when we do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.